sound rises above the burbling cries, the Kuatoa. And you are right by the Dark Lake. Water further out bubbles and begins to foam, and there are a bunch of Kuatoa out in the lake. The Kuatoa starts screaming out, and you see a bunch of them get pulled under the water, and the color of the water changes from this deep dark green to a murky red as every Kuatoa in the water is all of a sudden being attacked by something underneath. And as the water bubbles and foams, bursting out from below, a thick, oily tentacle arises. This tentacle is the size of an enormous tree trunk. It's followed by another, and then another, and then two monstrous heads break through the surface, one resembling a hideous, angry baboon, and the other resembles your former compatriot, Nyx. And Nyx's head is turned to look directly at all of you. They're both attached to a single torso, and this creature's red eyes burn with bloodlust and madness. It's rising from the dark lake, and as it finishes rising up, it stands at least 30 feet tall or more, with water cascading down its back and shoulders. Upon reaching its full height, it throws back its head and roars. Both of its arms end in a series of oily tendrils, and it is raising these tendrils up above its head and roaring, and then bringing them down, and they splash through the water and roll up onto the shore, crushing these Kuatoa buildings, sending them crashing to the ground as Kuatoa scream. And the Kuatoa respond to this in a variety of different ways. A good half of them immediately just drop to their knees and begin bowing and praying and chanting to this creature. Another third seem to be running and fleeing for their lives, while the rest just stand there dazed, unable to do anything. You yourselves find the presence of this creature overbearing and almost impossible to deal with. But aside from Thorin, you all manage to maintain your facilities well enough to at least continue acting in some way. None of the Kuatoa seem to be interested in fighting you anymore. Neurosi?
Neurosi's like, get to the fucking boat! And he runs 90 feet over to the monster. You motherfucker, come get me!
Blurg's like, what are you doing, you asshole?
He rushes back to help Neurosi.
Blurg, just get to the boat. Leave him behind.
He's committed, and he attacks the creature. He slashes out. Just slamming into the water and hitting the creature's rock-hard hide, doing nothing. After that happens, he turns to Neurosi and he says, you know you're not going to make it here, right?
Neurosi has a smile.
Darendil is injured and he doesn't run back, but he's like, come on, everyone, we've got to go! The creature turns towards Neurosi. Neurosi begins walking into the Dark Lake. We have the members of the Polyhedronic Spree Traveling Circus here. Can we go through and get everybody's name and what you do in the circus here? We'll start from Andy.
Bear Guts, animal handler / trainer, I'm guessing, is what I do. And I do tricks with animals.
You're a bugbear druid. Hugh?
Human fortune teller named Edgar Case.
Human fortune teller named Edgar Case. So you're a divination wizard or just a wizard?
Just a wizard at this point.
Right. Okay. Matt?
Andrew Wingwell. He is a bit of a barker and master of ceremonies. He's the guy who kind of gets the crowd going and sort of like introduces people and kind of just helps the act move forward, as it were.
Okay. And you are a cleric.
Ooh.
Human cleric. All right, Ryan.
I'm Alvin. I'm the strong man. I'm a rock gnome fighter.
All right, Scott.
Alaprax Orgus. I'm a dragonborn sorcerer. I'm kind of a big showboating pyrotechnics expert. I provide a lot of the flash and pizzazz.
Excellent. All right, Biggles.
Freak Show is the Freak Show. He is a changeling immortal, so he's constantly, his face and his whole body, he can change their shape and form at will. So he's kind of impersonations, horror show, maybe like some vaudeville thrown in, that kind of thing.
Horrific comedy.
Yes.
Excellent.
Like Vincent
You're
Price
a psionic,
from
right?
Thriller video.
You're a scion?
Mystic.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's all the same fucking thing.
It's Unearthed Arcana, yeah.
All right, Adam, what do you got?
I am a level 1 Tabaxi Gigolo Juggler barbarian named Vahino Kajito. He's a clown. He's a juggler clown.
You're a clown, prostitute, barbarian, cat person.
He's a gigolo juggler.
That's all,
When you
that's all you
raid,
need to
be very
know.
careful.
Gigolo juggalo.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's where my brain was going.
Just a juggler gigolo.
All right. The 7 of you are what would be considered the forward party of the circus. You are all sent ahead of the circus proper to drum up some excitement for the towns you're going to, do some busking, do a little barking. Just get people generally excited and get a little money before the circus gets into town so that people are already ready, buying tickets and whatnot, and they can just hit the ground running. And you all, that basically means you're the best or most mobile acts in the circus of the Polyhedronic Spree. Your circus has been doing very, very well as of late. You have been getting invitations to towns and kingdoms all over the land. This is a very exciting time for all of you. You're basically just getting over that tipping point into world-renowned fame. The ringleader of your circus received a letter from a region that is a little far off, you're not familiar with, and the letter you received, or he received, read as follows. To whom it may concern, your circus has become quite popular in recent days. You may not know of our small kingdom, but we were a proud people who have but recently been under the rule of a cruel master. Our people have mustered the strength to overthrow his despotic rule, and I have the divine responsibility to lead them in his absence. Their efforts have been hard-won, and they deserve a respite from their hard work. So I naturally thought of your famous circus. You should know that our people are seeing an era of unprecedented wealth and have little to do with it until we are able to further develop our own industries. So they will be surely most appreciative and compensatory to your circus, and I hope to see you all soon. As if that wasn't enough, I personally have moved into the castle recently, and my family's own home stands empty. You and yours may use it as lodgings if you wish, and I'm sure you shall find it most accommodating. With warmest regards, Teskal. P.S. As a holdover from the war, there is currently a curfew in effect. I would ask that you honor it, as it can still be a bit dangerous to wander alone at night. So if you arrive at dusk or later, please see yourself to my home as quickly as possible, and you may get down to business the following morning. And on the back of this letter, a small map of the village has been drawn showing the location of the Teskal home. The ringleader of your circus is very excited about the prospect of a new audience with new wealth, and so he heads the circus in the direction of Khan. When you're a few days out, he sends you all, the forward party, ahead of the circus at large to prepare the town for their arrival. You and your small group travel ahead of the larger circus, anticipating a few quiet days in the village, busking and barking before the real hard work of setting up a traveling circus begins. However, the weather takes a turn for the worse as you get within a day or so of your destination. It went from the crisp, cool air of a clear late summer days with the warm sun beating down during the day and a chilly nip at night to drizzly and overcast, seemingly in moments, with a heavy mist beginning to settle in. This is not typical weather for this time of year nor this part of the world. Clouds overhead get darker, mists around you get thicker. The slight drizzle and constant dampness seem to drain all the energy that this journey had up to this point. Eventually, As you continue on, the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you and ahead. Jutting out from the impenetrable woods on either side of the road is a high stone buttress looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars, and 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. It seems as though the heads, as you sort of approach them, as they're laying on the ground, they've been chipped. It looks as though they were violently removed somewhat recently.
With a combination of prestidigitation and firebolt, I'm basically gonna just launch an image of like our insignia up in the sky with like punctuated by a few explosions, like over the gates.
Okay, you're sort of announcing your arrival pre-gates.
Absolutely.
Excellent. And this, so you create the sigil of the Polyhedronic Spree Circus high above the gates, and as this sigil begins to fade away, the gates in front of you slowly creak open with a groan. But there's no one there.
That's bloody ominous.
I'm gonna take a little look around.
You actually see very little as far as tracks go around here, which is strange because you'd think you would see more. You're still fairly away from population, so it's not that you're expecting to see human tracks so much, like the road maybe, but as far as tracks of creatures outside, like where you are seems somewhat dead, so there should be some sort of natural wildlife in the surrounding area, but it seems uncommonly dead. And also, you notice as you're listening, it's getting closer to dusk, and so those sort of dusk birds should be singing, but it's just silent.
It's awfully quiet around here.
I think we should just, move.
If it's getting to dusk, we head to this house that they have offered us.
This sort of overarching silence is starting to prick up my senses here. I'm just wondering if there's any sort of magical effects causing this.
Roll Arcana at advantage. Edgar Case also is thinking that maybe something weird is going here.
Hey, dirty 20.
Alrighty, yeah. So there isn't anything obviously magical going on, but there could be a number of magical reasons for this to happen. Although they would all be particularly large, far-reaching effects. So you don't know what it is or why it would be. There are also religious reasons and naturalistic reasons for this to happen as well. But whatever they are, whether they're arcane, religious, or natural, it does not bode well because it indicates something is wrong at a sort of base level here.
Something very bad is happening. Or there's just a plague, maybe. I don't know.
But that's a possibility. Something is affecting a wide range of different creatures all at the same time.
We should totally hoof it and not be outside, right?
I would recommend that.
Sounds good to me.
Don't we have a job to do? Freak Show unfurls a big flag or something that has their logo and starts marching through this silent, dreary town.
Does he have a bugle he's blowing into?
Yeah, definitely blowing a bugle.
I will follow him.
All right. Trying to muster what little excitement and energy he has and bring it to this town that seems in so dire need of it. Blaring his little horn and flying his flag, he marches in.
I'll punctuate this with random pops and sparks and
explosions.
Little bring in some magic.
Nice.
Since they're all getting into it now, I've got to be the consummate performer. The whole shtick is just well practiced, just coming out.
So you guys are really you know what? This might seem kind of dreary and down and depressing, but that's exactly why we exist as a circus. We're here to cheer up these type of people. That's who we are. And you give it 110%. You are consummate performers. The show must go on for sure. And you are just a little marching band going down this dreary, fog-ridden path. well before you ever see any town or village, you see on the side of the road a few wagons that seem to have circled up. They're very colorfully decorated, and in the center you see a little fire and a small group of people that's gathered around it. And as your little procession makes its way towards these wagons, the group sort of comes out onto the road, and there's like an elderly man who seems to be their leader, and he steps out and he says, "What's all this then? What's all this racket? It's quite a lovely little performance you are putting on here, but what are you doing exactly?"
Well, we are the Polyhedronic Spree. It is a pleasure to meet you and your lovely little town.
Well, yes, this isn't my town. Like I said, we're traveling folk. We're known as the Vishtani. Others call us gypsies, but we go where we like and where we please. We're just passing through here. We had no idea a circus was going to be in town. How exciting!
We are also traveling people as our circus takes us to broad and distant and foreign lands.
There's like 5 men and 5 women present here. Yeah, Vishtani are known as a traveling gypsy type group of people. They come in all shapes and sizes and stripes. So at their base, they are a very fun-loving, colorful, sort of chaotic group of people. Some of them are criminals and grifters. Some of them are just happy traveling folk, and you never really know which kind of group you're going to get when you encounter some of them.
Can I roll to seduce the women into wanting me?
Yeah, so Vahino gets straight into his act, walking straight past the men as the women are huddled around as well.
Vahino.
Go ahead and roll performance for me, Vahino. This isn't the best sort of sexy performance you've ever put on.
He's like dirty from the road and smells.
Yeah, he smells bad. But lucky for you, these women are road people as well, so that type of thing doesn't bother them all that much. And they sort of start giggling and speaking to each other, and then one of them walks up to you and says, "So, do you just talk or do you do something, cat boy?"
Vahino.
Go ahead and roll.
Is that all you can do is just say his name?
Roll intimidation for me, please.
This is saying a lot about Adam's abilities in production.
He's like, well, I think I've seen better, and she turns away. While he's doing this, the Stanmere says, "Well, can you show me some of your acts here? I see you've got a very attractive cat gentleman there who seems to be coming on to our women."
I start directing them at the various people, looking first at Alaprax because he's the most showy of them.
Using his magical abilities, he'll produce a flame around which he dances and then throws up a couple of firebolts.
I roll performance at advantage while Andrew Ringwell barks.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
This is very impressive performance. Your flames are hotter and brighter than usual. Your dances are more exotic than usual. The Vishtani are very impressed, and they clap heartily, and so they're clapping each other in the back. They're like, "This is a pretty good show so far. What do you got for us? What else?"
That is merely the taste of the things to come.
I was just going to lift the end of one of their carts.
Go ahead and roll a strength check for me. You just sort of brace yourself, and you're this tiny little gnome. You're about the height of the bumper of the damn thing anyway. You sort of get yourself underneath it, and you lift it hard up. 2 of the guys had rushed over when you were doing it. They're like, whoa, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to mess something up. And as soon as you get the car up, they're like, oh, that's pretty impressive. And you get a little round of applause, too. And Stanmere's like, all right. This is not a bad circus you got. What else? What do those guys do over there? The weird-looking ones.
And then we have the very odd but intriguing Freak Show.
Freak Show pulls out a soapbox from nowhere, like a little pedestal to stand on, and starts shifting his form to look like famous people, whatever the equivalent of like kings or pop stars or whatever. Come feast your eyes on our circus of the absurd. He can grow claws or grow gills in addition to shifting his face. So he's just kind of playing all these characters as he's talking.
Roll performance at advantage. They're a little less impressed by that, and they're like, you're just really doing. We've seen changelings before. We know what you guys can do. All right, I'm just saying that's good, but
He's being a hipster about it.
yeah, he's
Nice.
like, I've never seen changelings before.
What about you there, beast man?
Berguts, show them what you can do.
Hello, well, I'm not as impressive as these folks, but if knowledge you find entertaining, let me show you this. And he grabs just like a handful of dirt. Here you will see, in this dirt, those specks are minerals that will enrich whatever food or drink you have. And if you sprinkle it in, it'll give you proper energy. And then he goes over to a tree that's nearby. And he's like, "I'll take this moss, for example. If ever you were lost, you could find your way, because moss grows on the north side of a tree."
Roll survival for me. They all just sort of like look at each other and they're like, okay. Well, you know, most of the circus is pretty good. Stanmere like says, "Why don't you guys come and have something to eat? It's the least we can do to repay you for this little performance."
Thank you very much.
That sounds great.
We had a very long travel. We can't be here after dusk. I believe there's a curfew.
Correct. Yes, you should head into town very quickly, but at least have a bite to eat, and then you can head on your way.
We should accept their hospitality. It is well offered.
Vahino.
You all sort of gather around the fire. They give you all each something to eat and drink.
So, where are all the other people? You're the only other group we've seen on our travels.
I should tell you a little bit about this place and the Vistani in general. You see, we are...
As he's doing that, Bearguts is taking dirt and just sprinkle it in his food and drink.
He's like, okay, all right. The Vistani are a people that are, I suppose I should be frank with you, drawn to darkness.
They don't like to have lights on. Darkness, not that.
Not exactly, a more metaphorical darkness. We are drawn to places that have a taint.
Vahino.
The sweaty part between your balls and us, the taint like that.
I assumed that was just a horrible rumor of the Vistani. I did not think that was...
Yeah, like a stereotype.
Well, the
Are you all drawn to taints?
Taints are the area between your balls and asshole. This is true. But there is a metaphorical use of the word taint that applies that concept of the sweaty area between your legs to an area on the world, you see. And sometimes there are certain areas in the Forgotten Realms here that become condemned with metaphorical bits of poop and ball sweat and become a very nasty, stinky place, like your taint. Not all Vistani are as sensitive to these things. Vistani is a very loose term. There are some that are more Vistani in name, but those true Vistani who have been raised and have been Vistani for generations have a sense of these types of things. And that's why we're here, because we are observers to the macabre. So, I don't know what is going on or why, but I know it's not good. And maybe there's just a possibility that your circus is exactly what this place needs to bring it out of its metaphorical taint. You guys finish eating and drinking whatever they offer you, and unless you have anything else you'd like to ask them.
can I make an insight check on them after we're sort of talking with them to see what they're, if he was being sincere with what he explained, that he's like, oh, I think you guys are the right thing, we're just going to be moving on. Just get a sense of the people here. They have nefarious motives.
Yeah, I don't think that's a derivation of taint at all.
Bearguts did drink and eat all the stuff they give him, if that matters.
Yeah, I did. I eat as well.
It doesn't seem to have any adverse effects on you. But go ahead and roll that insight. You're getting everything at face value here. They believe in you. There's something dark here, but they think that you can fix it.
I want to do the investigation. You know, the Sherlock Holmes shit we were talking about?
Edgar Case is going to, he's a sort of very insightful person intelligently. And so he's going to try to see if he can figure out any clues from what they're wearing about their intentions. He agrees with Andrew Ringwell, and they sort of confer. They say, these people are on the up and up. We should trust everything they say.
They are traveling people, but I don't think they're here for anything too nefarious.
Everybody's got inspiration.
Ooh, cool.
Hurrah!
From your quality performances and the lack of complete and utter... You didn't completely alienate this whole group of people, which is rare. As they see you off and out of their tent, the older one says to you, "You seem like good people, and you seem like good performers. I do believe you can do good in this town. So I want you," and he sort of takes Andrew by the shoulders and he looks you directly into the eyes and he says, "I want you to really break a leg out there." And he gives you a knuckles to the chin, like a very attaboy, sends you on your way. And you feel better about things in general. And everybody in the group feels better about things in general. So that's your inspiration.
Best I felt in days.
Yeah, so it's gloomy, it's dreary, it's wet, but you sort of kept that energy up. You met your first group of people. You had a real positive experience with them. And so you feel good about heading into this town. You know what? There are people that need you, and you have what they need. And so you continue on down the road towards the town. Although the fog continues to thicken and deepen and the dampness and the coldness gets deeper and colder, what you can see off the road is you notice the forest thins out a bit and then gets organized into orchards instead of wild forest. And you see these orchards, however, their leaves and their fruit lie dead and rotting on the ground beneath them. And the trees seem unnaturally close to each other, like it's an inappropriate amount of space for a fruiting orchard. And the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave and exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream.
This place seems cursed as hell.
Very unhappy vibe.
And then Vahino catches a smell in the air. It's death.
Vahino.
Does this look like any blight you've ever seen?
Let me see. This is not good fruit.
This is not the state these should be in for this time of year. The trees should still have leaves on them. They shouldn't all be on the ground. This is not right. This is not it looks like midwinter when it's really late summer. You guys are in a very, very deep mist, and it's only getting thicker as you move.
But it's got to be colder than usual, right?
Yeah, it's colder than it should be for this time of year, for sure.
Where did I smell it, Max?
Maybe about 10 yards into the orchard.
I start to walk over toward it carefully.
Yeah, he follows.
And I ready the dodge action.
We Dragonborn have saying about places like this. He's fucked up.
I think we have a single word for that in Gnomish.
This foul scent leads you to a human corpse half buried in the underbrush.
Vahino.
His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. The body surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for a couple weeks. Crumpled envelope in one hand.
Very surprisingly, not shocked by the body. Goes down, leans against it, looks over the body, and then pulls the note out. He almost examines the body like he's studying it rather than being grossed out or any sort of emotional response. He just looks at it, plucks the letter, and starts reading it.
Alvin will approach, see the body, and puke.
Y'all aren't necessarily used to seeing dead bodies all the time.
We're not murder hobos.
If it were a Dragonborn body, I'd probably be disturbed, but, this is just another animal.
Racist.
Did I roll the wrong thing?
You rolled insight. That's right. Your investigation. You see that this guy is dressed in commoner's clothes. He has this letter. On the letter is steel with a symbol on it. You also notice that the tears and things on his clothing are made by claws from creatures that are much larger than what you would consider to be a typical wolf or bear claw.
More savage.
Yes.
Okay.
Deeper, larger wounds.
I'll break the letter open if it's sealed.
It is. On the inside it says, "Traveler, the place has descended into madness from which there is no return. leave this place. Get your holy men and wizards to create a seal around it that we may be lost to time and never return. Forget us. And at the bottom is signed a name. Elizabeth Tescal.
He comes back to the group proper, and he's like, unfortunately, we have found a dead body of someone who's been here for weeks, but there's this very ominous letter that was on their person.
Who's this dead man? Why is he dead? What did he die of?
Something very savage, more savage than a bear or a wolf have done this to him. So something
unnatural.
Vahino.
Wait a minute. How long ago did we receive the letter to come?
A while back. It took us a while to get here, so maybe something recently has happened.
Should we go back and tell the others, or should we go forward?
We can't do that tonight. That's several weeks' travel back.
Yeah, but if it's dangerous, I don't know if I'd like to go.
Well, it's getting dark. We should go to town now to avoid this curfew.
I don't want to meet whatever it was did that guy in.
No, run. We run back.
But what if what did it to him's in town?
Fuck this.
Well, it could have been because that's why the curfew is in place.
Do you hear, coming from the direction that you were traveling from, a very loud, far-off howl?
I do not know about the rest of you, but we have house to go to, beds to sleep in. I am not going to be on the road any further. I say we go to this house.
Bearguts, you don't know what type of creature made that noise.
His ears perk up. I've never heard a creature like that before. I'm for going to the town now. Let's go.
Yep, everybody go to town.
You guys book it. Alrighty, totally not railroaded to this town. It's like almost as if the town was just waiting for you to decide you really needed to be there to show up, because you could swear with how short amount of time it took you to get there, you should have seen it. But the mist is thick. The gravel road does lead to a village. This village, however, is also, like everything else so far, not what you expected. Its tall houses are dark as tombstones. Nestled among these solemn dwellings are a handful of closed-up shops, and even the tavern is shut tight. But then a soft whimpering draws your eye towards a gray Victorian mansion. Lights inside are on. As you are sort of analyzing where you've gone and where you are, you realize that this house is your destination in the town.
What's making the whimpering sound?
It's coming from the house.
How delightfully macabre. Knock on the front door of this house.
The door sits ajar with light spilling out of it.
This is not going to go well, I believe.
Vahino, keep watch. You go.
There's a lot of strange things going on, so let's all be on our guard.
The whimpering tapers off and goes away, and you start to wonder if you ever heard it in the first place.
Just charming.
You go. Can we still hear, like, howling?
From the creatures that were behind you, yeah, once you got into town, that sort of tapered off as well. So we got Freak Show moving in, Vahino posting up outside, Alaprax moving in.
Yeah, moving in, staying next to Andrew. Alvin said he was moving in.
Near front, yeah.
Bearguts, what are you doing?
Examining around the house.
This house has a pair of wrought iron gates standing in front of this little stone portico where the door to the grand foyer stands ajar. There is a light on in the foyer, and as you enter, you see that hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms. On the other side is a set of mahogany-framed double doors leading into the main hall. Bearguts, outside, you see that all of the plants are dead. The grass is dead. Nothing seems to be alive here.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You stay with me.
All right, Vahino. I don't want to be on my own out here anyway.
Can you climb?
I can try.
Vahino wants to try to climb to this first little ledge if he can.
A little balcony?
Can he try to climb up so he's up like 10 feet or something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll athletic.
Max, I want to make sure my staff is lit.
All right, you've got your flame on.
I have a 20-foot climb speed.
Oh, if you have a climb speed, well, you only have to roll if it's difficult, which it is. But yeah, you can get up there pretty easily. You scramble up to that first balcony right above the door. This balcony has a window on it, and if you peer through the window, you can see there is a room that has no lights on. It's very dim in there, but you can see there's a cradle.
Oh, creepy.
And there's a set of double doors that lead inside on this balcony as well. Are you following him up there, Bear Guts?
Yeah, Bear Guts is gonna try.
Yeah, I'll help.
Advantage.
Wow. Whoa!
So,
really?
Oh shit! There is a door. We can use door.
Go back outside. Bear Guts, are you alright?
I'm alright. Just my pride is hurt.
Why are you up there anyways?
Look for beasts.
Freak Show is at the front door and it says, "Hello?"
no one is there. You can see the hall now that the door has swung open. On one end of the hall is a black marble fireplace, and at the other end is a sweeping red marble spiral staircase leading up to the second floor. You see that mounted above the fireplace is a sword, and these walls are wood panels, and they all have very ornately sculpted carvings in them of vines, flowers, nymphs, satyrs, etc. There's a few doors in this hall leading out.
This is a 3-story house?
Correct, plus an attic.
He like pokes his head up the stairs and says hello one more time. Hello? And assuming there's no response, turns back to the door to the rest of the group and is like, well, it seems our welcoming party is a little delayed.
As you sort of peek up there to shout, you see that this upstairs hall is pretty much the same layout as the downstairs one. There's a few doors leading off into various rooms. There is another mantelpiece, and you see hanging above this basically identical fireplace to the one below it is a family portrait. You see 2 older folks with a smiling child. 3 little girls stand in front of them. You see, strangely, everyone in this photo seems happy except for the older woman. In addition to that, there are 4 standing suits of armor flanking this hall. Nobody responds to your calls, and you don't see anybody up here. Each suit of armor, the head of it is sculpted like an angelic or cherubic face.
I would suggest coming inside. It looks like the house is open now.
Vahino, there are pictures of naked nymphs in here.
What?
Pictures of naked sylphs and nymphs. You like this sort of thing, yeah?
Vahino. You are going to die. I stay out here.
You're just staying up on that balcony?
Fuck this.
Hanging out on the balcony up there?
He might even climb up higher. Depends on what happens.
He's scared. He wants to get up high.
A classic video.
Yeah, that's true.
I imagine he's like arching his back like a cat does.
Okay, so the rest of you guys inside the house, there doesn't seem to be anybody here. You seem to have free reign of the place. It's in good condition. It looks like a very nice, well-kept mansion. So it's a pretty nice Airbnb. So what are y'all doing?
Is it well lit? Are the lamps?
It's well lit. All the lights are already on in here. It seems like they had this place all set and ready for your arrival. It seems completely empty.
I guess let's try to find the bedrooms.
So if you try to find the bedrooms, you see on the first floor, there looks like there's a little parlor, there's a little dining room, and a kitchen. On the second floor, you can see another, it seems to be like a music room, a study. There is a bedroom in that floor with a pair of beds in it. And then if you go up to the third floor, you can see that there are another pair of bedrooms up there. Both of those bedrooms look like they have one bed apiece, so it doesn't quite look like there's enough places for you all to sleep here.
Alprix will trounce his way up to one of the single bedrooms and just like put all of his stuff down.
I'm going to attempt to scare Vahino by knocking on the glass behind him without him seeing me.
Go ahead and roll stealth then at advantage.
And I'm holding on my warhammer.
And so if you want to sort of knock on his glass, he'd have to move into the room with the crib to try to scare you. So yeah, you easily sneak up and you bang on the windows and Kahit jumps like 10 feet in the air.
I jump to the other balcony if I can.
You would be jumping to the roof.
Okay, if I can make it.
You jump up onto the roof, Vahina. So it's a very steep, slanted slate roof, so it's hard to like keep your footing up here.
Oh, okay, so I'll drop my warhammer and jump, and I'll take out my claws and like use them to like not fall.
All right, so you dig your claws in. You're holding on. You're on the roof outside. Being out here is kind of frightening because the fog and mist has gotten thicker and thicker and thicker to the point that you can't even see now from the roof of this building the gates that stand in the little stone fence that stands at the front of the yard of this house. This fog has gotten so thick that you can barely see beyond the house now.
So he just tries to crawl up as best he can and sort of like get on the very top of the roof.
Once you get there, you start to hear those howls again.
Guys, I may have made a mistake. Vahino's on the roof. I don't know how to get to that. Do I have to go out to apologize to him? Is that what we have to do here?
Try to get him down from there.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna talk to him. So I'm gonna go out onto the balcony if I can.
I'm in full nesting mode on one of these nice beds.
Aliprax has gotten comfy on this bed. Alvin has scared Vahino, is now trying to go rectify his mistake.
Bear Guts is trying to make a fire in the fireplace because it's kind of chilly.
Edgar would like the attic as his bedroom.
So, Edgar, you're looking around and you don't actually see an entrance to the attic. You could see from the outside that there was clearly a 4th level of windows, but you don't see any entrance to the attic.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen, see if I can scrounge up some food.
The kitchen is really well stocked. The kitchen has in it things that are particular to Khan, but are common enough that you would recognize them. There are dried meats, there are eggs, there are some cheeses in here, there's a variety of breads, pretty much anything that you could want that wouldn't rot. It's really perfectly set up to make any kind of meal, and a really good one.
He'll take stock of it all.
Bear Guts, as you're trying to make a fire at this fireplace, there's some wood, but it's all really damp. Every time you try to light it, it just won't stay lit for some reason.
Something going on here, this wood.
Can I search around for dry fire logs or anything?
Break a chair.
There are logs there, and they feel dry, but they won't stay lit.
Oh.
I'll come down and check it out.
I would like to search around for maybe a secret door to the attic since I can't find a way in.
Aliprax comes down from scoping out his room and he notices that you can't seem to get this fire lit. And so the two of you start investigating the source of this. So you can go ahead and roll nature at advantage. Roll Arcana at advantage.
All right.
Freak Show is just poking around, looking at the decorations and the artwork on the walls. He's kind of academic and is just kind of like, interesting, yes.
It's definitely not a natural phenomenon that is keeping these boards from lighting. It's decently warm in here. Edgar Case was trying to find the way into the attic. As he's looking around, he did notice that there is a mirror in the bedroom that Aliprax has claimed. He noticed that this mirror is actually on hinges, and it's at this ornate wooden frame carved to look like ivy and berries. And as he's sort of examining this mirror, he notices it pulls open. And as he does it, he notices that it's not actually decorated with ivy and berries. It's decorated with ivy and eyeballs. And he pulls it the rest of the way open and sees behind a dusty staircase leading upward.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool and keep moving.
All right, so the attic is dusty and there's a main sort of hall up there on the other side of the doors. There's a few different rooms up here.
Is there any windows around I can see?
There's one directly across from the entrance to the attic, and you can see just milky whiteness out the window. It's like the haze has gotten so thick and deep that you can't even see far enough to see like tree branches.
Would I know if that's close enough to the roof that I can get the cat?
Yeah, this window is on the roof, so you can probably climb out the window and onto the roof.
I'm calling up to him, trying to get him to come down.
You come up. Can I tie a rope onto something?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll tie my 50-foot hempen rope to like the chimney, and I just throw it down toward him. You come up.
Coming up the opposite way as you do this is Edgar.
I will climb the rope.
All right, so now you got Edgar, Vahino, and Alvin all on the roof.
We're all on the roof now. Is that good?
No.
It's like hostage negotiation.
All three of you roll perception. Alvin, you see a shadow in the fog that seems to sort of approach where you all are on the roof from above and then get further away.
Guys, I'm not saying that the house is going to be like a land of wonderment and sparkles, but I just saw something above our heads that looks like, I don't know what the hell it was, but I don't think it's as safe out here as you think it is.
And you hear more of those howls.
Can we all go inside? That'd be good.
I'm gonna go back through that window. I found the attic.
Regina, I'm real sorry about what I did there, but I'm going inside, bud. I guess I'll get off at the attic, because that would be the quickest and easiest spot.
Vahino climbs to the front door and goes to the front door.
He's not a joiner, that one.
No.
So Vahino goes the other way.
Oh, good, you're back.
Freak Show, as you are investigating this artwork, you notice in the main hall here in the first floor, the artwork is of carved vines, flowers, nymphs, satyrs, etc. But upon careful examination of this, you see entwined with all of this really nice stuff are some serpents, some skulls, some really nasty looking things. On the second floor, you see that painting there all along the side with dancing youths and whatnot. You realize that they're not actually dancing, that they're actually tearing each other apart. All these frescoes and artworks seem to be of something nice and pleasant, but are actually quite unpleasant.
Freak Show turns to Bear Guts is in the room, and Vagino is like, well, I hope you're enjoying the really horrifying decor of this place as much as I am.
It scares me.
Vahino. Not Vagino.
Oh, of course. My mistake. He totally knows.
Bear Guts and Alaprax, what are you guys doing with this fire?
If it's not lighting and I can't figure out why, then I think I will just start exploring. Is that a door behind me?
Yes.
I'm going to go in there.
So that's a closet?
Oh, okay. Everyone, I found the closet.
You go and you see inside this closet is some cloaks and a top hat.
I will take the top hat.
Everybody takes the top hat. If you sort of look through this whole downstairs area, you can see the dining room has more of this artwork with elegant images of deer and trees, but upon closer inspection, you see twisted faces carved into the tree trunks. There is very fine silverware and dishware on this table. It's all set up ready to be eaten off of. In addition to that, the other room on the opposite side, this den area, is filled with stuffed animals and has animal heads hanging on the wall and a big animal carpet or like a tiger skin rug on the ground. And as you're looking around, you swear that you sort of made a scan of the room and saw these 3 stuffed wolves. And when you looked back at them, they were in a different place. But they don't seem to move. You sort of stare at them and they seem to stay where they are.
I'm going to experimentally look away from the wolves for like a good 10 seconds and then look back.
When you look back, they're still where they were, but their heads are in different placements.
I'm going to check that out.
Meanwhile, Edgar and Alvin are in the attic. They have discovered a child's bedroom with a mysterious severed finger on the floor. Vahino rushes up the stairs, clenching his ass, presumably to use the bathroom. You turn to investigate the wolves. A distant howl, followed very quickly by a growl, which is not quite so distant. In fact, it's coming from the wolf in front of you, and you can see it move, and it takes a step in your direction, and then another, and it is definitely moving towards you. You back out of the room shouting as Bear Guts and Freak Show snap to attention.
What's going on?
I am fine. There is just a magical wolf situation.
I'm gonna cast bonfire on this motherfucker.
The fire erupts underneath his feet, and he leaps and sort of spreads his feet out on either side of it. Vahino Cajito, you are pinching off your shit as you hear a ruckus from downstairs.
Vahino.
The plunger next to the toilet leaps at your ass.
Oh no.
Which end?
Oh no.
Yeah, which end? That's very important.
Yeah, that's
The pointy end, of course.
I think you know.
4 splintering damage. Like as he's just pinching off, and like it was a real nasty shit, so his like ass is a little sore from the shit, and then this sort of splintery fucking plunger just dives straight up it, and he goes, "Oi!"
Vahino. He just tries to run out of the room.
Is it 2 tails?
Yeah.
Like it like pops out pretty quickly as you're running out, and lands on the floor. When you get halfway down the stairs, you see that your other compatriots here are arrayed throughout the hall, looking at the room to your left. There seems to be something inside of it menacing them. And you can see that this sort of stuffed wolf has animated.
I take out my claws.
And then you can attack.
Vahino.
It's the claw.
Don't use the bathroom.
This wolf is way too agile. Mysterious severed finger on the floor. Edgar kicks it out of the way in disgust, but as he does, a ghostly child appears.
Again?
Edgar, you are upstairs. This small child has materialized in this room.
So what do we talk to it about?
I think we just tell it we were invited and ask what it wants. This is horrifying.
All right, we're here to save you.
For real?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. There's something terrible going on here, and I've been stuck in this room for a long time now.
If we like take your finger with us, would that get you out of the room? Are you down to the finger?
I think it's probably going to be more complicated than that. Just like stay here with me. I'm kind of lonely.
I think well, I mean, I don't see why not, but I think we have to do like a show after. Tomorrow.
Just for the night. Just stay here for tonight, and then you can go in the morning.
Why don't you just come with us?
I don't know if I can come with you, but I can try.
Let's try.
The wolf attacks Vahina. The wolf lashes out and bites into you. Teeth tear through you. How are you unconscious?
I took 4 damage from the plunger up my butt.
You're still up. You're really hurt. You've got splinters in your colon and like a huge gash through your chest from where this wolf clawed you. As it tried to bite at you, you dodged in a very desperate effort to not get killed. But you are really struggling.
Vahino.
Back up in this other room, Alvin, as you guys suggest he tries to come with you, I need each of you roll a d20 for me. All right, so Alvin, as you're talking to this little ghost child, he flies directly at your chest and enters into your body. You can feel him trying to take control of your limbs and physical possession, but you force him out and he just slams against the back wall. But you asked me to try to come with you and then you just kicked me out and that wasn't very nice.
That's not what I meant.
I don't know any other way to leave this room.
Why don't you walk out the door or float out the door?
He sort of demonstrates that if he tries to do that, he just sort of runs into this invisible barrier at the door.
What if we move the finger outside the door?
I pick it up and toss it outside the door.
He like lifts his hand to stop you, and as you throw it out the door, it passes through the door and lands on the ground, and he looks at it like, huh, that's weird. And he tries to leave again, but he's still stuck in the room.
So do you happen to know where you died, little guy?
I'm not dead.
Oh.
You are.
No, I'm not. I know I'm still alive. I think the rest of me is in the castle.
The castle? In the little house over here?
Oh, that's my dollhouse. That's actually my house. I don't know if you looked at it. It's kind of neat. But no, in the castle, I think I went there.
What were you going there for?
I don't remember. I have these memories of my life, but they end at this deep lake. The plunger comes flying down the stairs straight at Freak Show's ass.
Nice.
And tries to desecrate Freak Show's butt. He skitters down the stairs and starts tumbling, and the like plunger part actually like sticks to one of Freak Show's butt cheeks, and like tries to pull itself off, and is sort of stuck to him.
It's stuck in my butt?
No, the plunger part is just stuck to you. It doesn't do any damage. It did
to my butt, not in my butt.
Just the
all right.
Butt cheek.
Got it.
But yeah, it's stuck to you, but not damaging you. Alaprax, you saw a plunger rocket from the second floor right at Freak Show's ass.
Firebolt that plunger.
No, your firebolt flies into the wall behind the plunger.
I'm going to move further back because things are getting weird. I do not consent to this. Various safe words apply.
Back up into the dining room, protecting
my scaled buttocks.
Your manhood. Freak Show, you've got a plunger suctioned to your butt.
Freak Show says, ugh, not again. And he grows bestial claws that grow out of one of his hands, and he kind of like slashes at it behind him. Really just kind of fondling it. Like,
it's like, hey.
Yeah, he kind of takes a step back from the door towards the other guys, Andrew and
Bear Guts.
So he's like, a little help.
He looks at both targets, puts his hands to his chest, where you guys know that likely underneath his armor and clothing, he carries his holy symbol, but he doesn't actually grip the holy symbol proper. And you all hear a bell ring. Toll of the dead on the plunger. He's got to make a DC 14 save.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
He fails because he's not a wise plunger.
He's going to take D12.
I love that spell.
Boom!
Yeah, it's real good.
This plunger like splinters into bits and pieces. All that's left is a shattered bit of handle on a rubber head.
But each of those splinters turns into a plunger itself.
Yes. Tiny plungers, all aiming for your anuses.
Just like that movie.
But no, the plunger is still technically functional, although you'd have to get your hand real dirty to use it.
Is it still attached to my butt? Does the bell like
and
it reverberates and jiggles my butt?
Yeah, you got like this sort of like butt jiggle, but it removes it from your butt, so the thing is now flying next to your butt.
Nice.
Are you guys gonna let me go with you?
Wait here for us, and we'll bring you the body. Because you can't leave without the body, remember? You can't
I
have.
asked you not to leave me, and you said you wouldn't. And then you said that I could go with you, and then I told you that there wasn't a body because I'm not dead.
But you also told us the body's at the castle.
I'm at the castle.
How are you here?
I think that was my finger.
Yeah.
It is clearly an adult's finger.
I say, oh, you mean this finger? We'll walk out the door and then throw it back in the room.
As you attempt to walk out the door, he rushes at you again.
Oh boy.
And attempts to possess you, but you resist him. Grab the finger and throw it back in. And he starts to cry.
I'm gonna find a different room to sleep in.
All right, Bear Guts, this fight is going on all around you.
Yeah, is that plunger actually still alive or what?
It is actually still alive, yeah.
Oh, I've never seen a plunger that goes for the anus like that. It's got its whole meaning backwards. it doesn't understand what it was made to do.
You whip out, and the whip misses.
Guys, I think I found a new act.
Vahino, Cajito, you are fighting this wolf while everyone else is taking care of your ass plunger. It's just you and the wolf.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody else is outside of the room.
Vahino. Full disengage.
Get the hell out of that room and remind everyone of the greater threat. Edgar, you're gonna find another room to stay in?
Are they still not hearing the ruckus from downstairs?
Roll perception for me. No, you don't hear anything.
All right, well, I got 2 more doors to find a bedroom from, right?
Yeah, so which one do you want to go in? The one to the left or the one on the right?
Closer to the 2.
The one on the left opens up into a room that is packed with old furniture, all draped in dusty white sheets. There's an iron stove in this room. Aside from that, it looks like an old storage room for furniture. There is another spare bedroom in this attic. This one appears to be an actual spare bedroom. It contains a slender bed, a nightstand, a small iron stove, a writing desk with a stool, a wardrobe, a rocking chair, and a smiling doll in a lacy yellow dress sitting in the northern window box.
All right, well, I'm going to call over. Alvin, there's probably something in here. I mean, my featured telling sense says there's something in here.
If I were a betting man.
Okay. The wolf rushes forward at Bear Guts, lunging out twice to no avail. And it is Alvin's turn, still in the room with the little ghostly child. Edgar has left.
All right, kiddo. I'm gonna tell our priest that you're up here, and he might have some better ideas as to how to help you. I'm gonna go.
Alvin, as you leave, he enters your body. You lose control. You find yourself sitting in like a chair, looking out your eyeballs like a pair of windows as someone else controls your body. And he says, "Yay, I'm free!" And he runs you over to Edgar and he says, "Edgar, I did it. Look, I can come with you now."
Slap Alvin right in the face. See if that works.
It doesn't work. You can feel all this, by the way.
Great.
Kid using your body gets upset. The plunger
Going for the butt again.
Always. And this time, that little jagged, broken off end actually lands true. And just cuts you to bits and pieces. 5 splinter damage in the butt.
Terrific.
Firebolt.
Nice.
All the little bits and pieces just blow up.
Full disengage and get around the wolf. And can I burn my inspiration on it?
Sure. All right, you managed to go snag your dagger.
Snag your dagger.
Snag your dagger. All right, Andrew, the plunger is no more, although this wolf is still menacing you all.
Toll of the dead.
As another bell tolls out, the stitching on this wolf begins to fray, and instead of inside of this stitching being stuffing, there are actual guts and innards in there that are beginning to poke out.
Gross.
Possessed Alvin and Edgar are moving downstairs.
Try and calm it. Animal handling. Magic.
Roll a knowledge of nature for me. Yeah, it'll work great. Try it.
I know a little thing or two about animals, and I tell you, you're not really that angry with us.
Hold out your hand and look down as you're supposed to do with like canine type creatures. Vahino Khajiit.
Ready to dodge action and try to just like stay still.
Something strange happens as you head downstairs. As you open that door, the little secret mirror door, and close it, bursting out of the room comes a ghost. She flies forward and says, "Where is that little shit?"
I hope I'm not that little shit. I was hoping it was the one in the toilet.
The wolf attacks Bear Guts, missing once and twice, lucky for Bear Guts. Alvin, as you make your way down these stairs, you find yourself face to face with this ghost here. You hear yourself say, "I don't care if you don't like me, Mother, I'm my own person. I've always hated my mother. I'm gonna attack her." And he attacks her. He swipes straight through her. The sword isn't quite as effective as it should be against this creature.
Had a feeling.
Another firebolt.
Firebolt flies wide, slamming into the wall, scorching the carvings.
Double stab it in the butt. Aha!
And now it is Andrew's turn.
He takes 10 points of necrotic damage.
Alrighty. Most of the rest of this stitching just opens up and guts fall on the floor. You see his sort of beating heart falls partly out of his chest, suspended only by the veins that are connecting it to the rest of his body. One of his eyeballs falls out. Bear Guts, this wolf is in bits and pieces, but those bits and pieces are still moving. What are you going to do?
Oh, it's still alive?
Yeah.
No way, dude. I'm gonna attack it with my whip. My whip.
Whip. Nope.
Bear Guts, you suck.
Dude, I'm literally a puppet right now. My agency is gone.
Vahino Khajiit.
Go up to it and attack with my claws.
What the fuck is up with this wolf?
It's a really dexterous pile of wolf parts. Edgar, it seems like this ghost is engaging in some sort of fight with the other ghost that has possessed your friend right behind you. What are you going to do about that?
Ghost fight.
Sounds like a family problem. I'm just gonna watch it out.
Well played.
Bits and pieces continue attacking to the best of their ability. Bear Guts. Missing again. And wow, man, you're getting real fucking lucky. These bits and pieces are just like flailing out. Like you see a bit of guts like fly out like a whip and land on the floor and then just get slurped back into the body. You see like one of the legs reach out in a really unnatural, gross position and swipe at the air near you, but it all misses. The ghost and Alvin are sort of battling it out upstairs. Alaprax, please kill this fucking wolf.
He's just gonna belch fire at the thing.
Oh, nice.
Burn.
Nice.
It smells terrible, wriggles, and dies.
Alaprax, do you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration.
For the next, holy fuck, for the next 4 minutes, you're going to try to kill everyone around you.
Oh, that's If I can, I'd like to catch Bear Guts and Vahino in a burning hands.
I believe that you can do that, yes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
So they both are immolated and go up in flames.
There's just a very satisfied, like, roar snort.
They are unconscious and will be making death saves, but they're both burnt.
Vahino.
Alvin, you are still upstairs as a possessed man here being attacked by his mother, and you're actually going to run away from your mother as the child that is possessing you says, "No! I don't have to do what you say! You're not my real mom!" And you push your way past Edgar. Make it down the stairs running as fast as you can. Vahino's body shudders and shakes as it's within its death throes. Edgar, Alvin has pushed past you, possessed by this ghost of this child. The ghostly mother is still in front of you, looking enraged.
She's not right up next to me, so I don't have to disengage, right?
Correct.
Go somewhere else. Follow him.
Follow him down the stairs?
Yeah.
You find him at the landing in the second story. It takes your action and movement to get all the way down there next to him. He's acting like a petulant child still. Freak show, you've seen Alaprax immolate 2 of your co-workers here.
Wave at Alaprax, be like, haha, yes, great work there. Keep it up.
Flattery will make me kill you last.
Okay. On the right of him, on the map, is the kitchen, and that little tiny box there on the southern part of the kitchen, that's the dumbwaiter.
Freak Show is going to use his diminution ability as an immortal a mystic. So he is going to shrink into his miniature form. So he's now tiny and can squeeze through little gaps for up to 6-inch gaps for up to 10 minutes. So he's going to shrink and go into the dumbwaiter and hide.
Andrew, you heard a big gout of flame, and now it's pretty quiet. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to hide, basically.
I'm kind of hoping we wind up with the old school, is it like Laurel and Hardy or something, where they're running in one door and they appear out of another door down the hallway.
Oh, yeah, he successfully scattered the crap out of this party. We are not cohesive on any level.
Yeah, you dive under the table. There's a big tablecloth hanging down to the floor, so it's hiding you pretty well. Alaprax, your prey has been downed. You hear some banging coming from upstairs. The other 2 people that were in this room have gone into other rooms. What are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna try and head upstairs to spread joy, and I'm just gonna basically wait there on the stairs, kind of crouched, ready to distribute.
Okay, so you can see them like that. Where you are now is the same as being pretty much right here on the lower section. So you're
all right then.
You're actually pretty close to them.
Hit up a flame bolt on the closest, which I believe would be Alvin.
Yes, correct. All right, so Alvin, you can go ahead and make that save again.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this one.
Ha! He pops out of you. You get hit with a flame bolt to the face, which is very unpleasant. Ghost child flies out of you and lands on the landing next to you, and he looks a little dazed and confused. Alvin, you could see, and you were aware of everything that was happening already anyway, but you've seen Alaprax come up the stairs. He threw a firebolt at you. It hit you. It hurt a lot, but you're no longer possessed thanks to him.
You're welcome.
There comes a time in every gnome's life where he has to make a really important decision. Do I beat the crap out of the guy who just hit me in the face with a fireball, or the ghost who just puppeted me? And that is a
question.
Indeed.
I think my general fury at the ghost turning me into a prisoner in my own body will outweigh what I'm guessing. I would think Alaprax is actually just trying to snap me out of it in his own terrible way. So I'm going to attack the ghost.
Yeah, so you notice that your sword sort of passes through him for the most part. He does seem to take some lingering injury from it, but it's not as effective as it normally would be. He looks betrayed and angry at you now, and he's like, I thought we were friends! And he starts like crying, and his hand is quivering.
It's a toxic relationship. I think we're done here.
You see now, floating through the floor comes his mother. She lowers herself down and she's pointing straight at him and she says, "You little brat!" She grabs him, but her hand just sort of like flies straight through him and he's like, I hate you! Vahino Cajito.
Can I use my inspiration even though I'm doing death saves?
Yeah, but you don't have to. You're making them so far, so we're not going to use it up. Edgar, you see that Alaprax is charging up the stairs here now, has hit Alvin in the face with a fireball, which has caused the ghost to pop out of him. But now the other ghost is here, and Alaprax doesn't look quite right. This is a very confusing situation.
I will help all of you with fire.
I want to disengage and run down the stairs towards the rest of the group, wherever the hell they are. I don't want to be in the middle of this. This seems dangerous.
All right, Alaprax is going to be in your way.
He is considered hostile.
Yes, so you're going to have to either roll to get around him, or you could jump down. Either way, it's going to be a roll.
How far is the drop?
It would only be about 10 feet from where the lowest point you could get to right now. So Edgar hangs off of the bottom of the balcony and dangling as far down as he can, and then lets go at the last minute and rolls when he gets to the bottom, preventing any damage from himself, falling past Alaprax. That puts you on the ground below him. You still got your movement. What do you want to go somewhere?
Away from him.
In which direction? You've got the foyer that leads out to the front door, the dining room, the kitchen, the room with all the stuffed wolves. Edgar flees into the dining room, closing the door behind him. Freak Show, you're hidden in the dumbwaiter.
Yeah, does the dumbwaiter, where does it come out? Does it go up?
It does go up from where you currently are, yes.
Freak Show wouldn't really know that Alaprax is on the stairs, so is it one of those that you can like pull a rope from inside and it's on like a pulley or something so he can go up?
I mean, of course it is.
Naturally. Yeah, he's just gonna be like, well, as long as I'm in here, I might try and get farther away, so he's gonna go up.
You dumbwaiter yourself up to the second floor.
And he maybe like peeks his head out or listens to see if there's the sound of people screaming while on fire.
Well, it sounds mostly quiet here. You're in a small girl's bedroom. You do hear some noise coming from right outside the door of the bedroom. Thorn pushes past Alvin and says, "We're not friends anymore," and attempts to dive into Alaprax.
Oh boy.
He just like slams into Alaprax's chest and just falls back on his butt, tears in his eyes, looking up at him, and he says, "You're mean too.
You have made a mistake, little boy.
I don't have any friends." And he just starts going into a tantrum at your feet.
I think you know what you have to do.
Bear Guts continues to be unconscious, and Andrew, you are cowering underneath the dining room table.
Actually, I'm going to, since I'm in stealth and I see pairs of feet coming that have run past, thinking that it's Alaprax, I'm going to try to stab him with 2 daggers.
All right. You stab out at the Achilles tendon of Edgar.
Do I get advantage because I'm stealthed?
Yeah, you're hidden.
I'm actually dual wielding, so I'll be attacking again.
I'm dead.
Oh, you're still alive. You go to your knees, you drop to your knees as your calf muscles roll up like curtains or blinds.
Oh.
Why Ringmaster?
You don't know who it is. Like, he came out of nowhere.
Oh, it's like this knife came out from underneath the table, but as you fall on your face, you see laying under the table is Andrew Ringwell holding a knife, looking you in the eyes, and maybe looking a little surprised. Maybe thinking that he should have known the difference between human feet and dragonborn feet.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's gonna roll insight on that. Yeah, he's got an 8, so he believes you. He's like, oh, it's okay.
That's all right. I'll never walk. It's fine.
Mistakes happen.
Start getting close to him, being like, "Let me help you. I'm so sorry."
You've helped enough.
Alaprax, this ghost just tried to possess you. You still
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and give that little ghost boy a firebolt because that was just unseemly.
Nuke that child.
All right, he takes the firebolt to the face, and he looks up at you, and he's like,
I'm gonna head back downstairs because that's where people.
Alvin is still right there at the top of the stairs too.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So that basically puts you like right up face to face with him, with the ghost behind you.
You okay?
He says everything will be fine very soon.
It is your turn, Alvin.
I shove him.
Alaprax goes flying off of the stairs, falling down to the first floor. Make another charisma save there, Alaprax.
Okie dokie.
Alaprax, you come to your senses as you land on the floor and you see your friend standing up there having pushed, and you see like behind you the other people that you burnt to death, and you realize that you've just spent the past like 30 seconds trying to kill all of your friends and teammates.
He'll be stunned at that because it's not like he's not like necessarily overcome with remorse, just more like, well, this isn't going to go well for me.
This is going to cause some uncomfortable conversations.
When contract negotiations come around, there's going to be an extended HR meeting regarding this.
The ghost puffs, and Alvin, you see her, and puffs and blows the house down. Alvin, you see her actually fly through the wall into the room opposite you.
Awesome. I'm going to use my move action to go upstairs.
You're going to go upstairs?
Yeah, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to be the final girl.
Vahino takes a turn for the worst as he's laying there dying. Edgar, you lay there bleeding on the floor, still conscious. What are you going to do?
Could I crawl to a hiding spot? Because there was some scary ass shit going out there before.
Yeah, I mean, you're right next to the dining room table. Has a long thing. You can crawl right underneath where he just came out of.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He'll help you.
I don't want to like leave a blood trail going underneath the table so it's obvious, you know.
Well, your stealth roll was a 4, so you pretty much you left a pretty clear blood trail leading under the table. Okay, so Freak Show, you are still in the dumbwaiter on the second story, going up.
So Freak Show, I assume would have heard the sounds of Alvin and Alaprax fighting and like pushing each other off the balcony.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say when Alvin pushed Alaprax off the balcony, he actually like pushed him through the railing and it broke and he fell, and so there's like splintering wood and shit.
Freak Show is gonna think to himself, well, this probably isn't the best place to get out, and he's gonna crank the dumbwaiter up another floor.
Alrighty. So that puts you upstairs on the 3rd floor. Yeah, you see that you are in a bedroom. Directly outside of the dumbwaiter here, you see a small table with 2 chairs at it. Sitting on the table is a little tablecloth with empty porcelain bowl and matching jug. Further into the room, you see a tiger skin rug lying on the floor next to a fireplace with a large double bed. There's heavy burgundy drapes covering windows. You see a door that leads out directly across from you. It's got a glass window in it. You can see that there's a small balcony out there. This looks like it's probably the master bedroom. And then you can also see that sitting above the bed is a painting of a man and 2 women that are all like adults, and one of the women looks like exceptionally beautiful, like she's an angel or something.
nothing inherently dangerous, so I feel like
you don't see anything moving in here. You don't hear any sounds, nothing at all.
Yeah, sure. He'll move over towards, I guess, like probably get to the door to this room to kind of peek out that way.
Thorn on the staircase makes his way down, and he sees Vahino, and he sees Bear Guts laying there on the ground, and he sort of like curiously approaches them, and when he notices that they're unconscious, he kneels down by their bodies and starts like acting like he's tending to their wounds, but he can't really touch them, so it's not actually doing anything. Andrew, you're in the dining room here now with Edgar, who is hiding under the table, bleeding heavily.
Yeah, he's gonna help him under the table. It's like, it's okay, you stay here, you rest, and then I'm gonna shove both daggers into your side.
Edgar, for some reason, your coworker has betrayed you totally and fully and killed you.
He stabs you and sees the life going out of your eyes, and he closes your eyes going, shh.
Alaprax will sort of bellow his loudest, saying, "I have expelled the demon controlling me! I will finish him off!" And I'll fire another fireball at the kid.
He's hit with a firebolt in the side of his head, and he turns to you, betrayal and rage in his eyes. All right, Alvin, you're fleeing upstairs.
I think I'm gonna head up like to the attic.
All right, so you're just running as fast as you can up into the attic. Vahino Cajito gets his last successful death save, so he's still unconscious but stable. Freak Show, you heard someone like stomp through the hall outside this room.
He's still tiny. He's gonna crack open the door a little bit and peek out and see what he can see.
There's no one there now. He didn't come close to the door, so he wouldn't have come into the bathroom that's directly across from where you are, so he probably went into those two far doors. And you think it sounded like Alvin.
He's gonna try and find him because he doesn't really want to be alone in this scary ass house.
So you're gonna move down. Which door are you gonna pick? The bedroom door or the other one?
We'll go with bedroom door.
You get straight inside the bedroom. Once you're in here, I'm gonna need another check to see if we can determine where he went in here. Yeah, you're not sure. You just run into the room. You see the room is empty. There's the doors to the balcony. There's the door that goes into the room with the crib, the fireplace. You know of the door to the attic, even though it's hidden, but they're all closed, and you're not sure which one he went through. Thorn turns away from Alaprax and just sort of weeping walks through the wall next to him. I'm not exactly sure what Andrew's doing.
My character is not a nice guy.
That's the beginning of the story.
Working together, would we kind of know that?
No, he's a serial killer.
Oh.
No one ever asked him what his god was.
I was just like, why are you killing me?
Yeah, he's a worshiper of Baal.
Oh.
He's a serial killer. He uses the circus as cover to go place to place to find people to kill. And this is turned into a shit show, and so he's like defaulting to
stress-induced serial killing.
He looks like he's covered in blood, like he's been in a fight. He's like, are you?
I am fine. There was a ghost trying to possess me. The others went upstairs, I think, probably wisely.
Alvin, where in the attic are you heading here?
I'm going to go back into that room with all the covered over stuff, and I'm going to go hide, like actively try to stealth.
All right, so you're going to like get yourself underneath one of those things. Swirl yourself underneath one of these pieces of furniture, and you pull the curtain over your head, and you just start hiding where you are. Freak Show, eventually, you realize that there's no place for him to go because he's not in the nursery, he's not out in the balcony, so he's got to have gone upstairs. So you head up to the attic looking for him. Where are you going in the attic to start?
I'll probably just start looking at the closest door, which looks like it's the bedroom with the two beds.
you weren't in here before. Before it was
correct.
Edgar and Alvin. So you see a little dollhouse that bears a remarkable resemblance to the house you're currently in. There's a pinky on the floor, a little shriveled, desiccated pinky. It looks like this was like a little boy's bedroom. Wyatt has a dollhouse, because we're progressive in these parts.
If he saw the dollhouse first, he's probably going to go take a look at that. And he's still tiny, so he might even go in it.
See? Inside of this dollhouse, as you look through it, you see that this dollhouse is exactly the same floor plan as the house that you're in. And you haven't been in some of these rooms, but you do notice that the dollhouse is showing you there are 2 secret areas in this house.
Cue a little reveal music from Final Fantasy.
Right. There's a study on the 2nd floor, and there's a small secret room off to the side in the study. The house doesn't tell you how to get into the room, just that it is there, and there are no doors leading to it. Also, throughout the house is a spiral staircase that goes all the way from the 1st floor all the way up to the attic. The little dollhouse that you have makes it appear as though that spiral staircase goes down below the 1st floor of the house.
Dun, dun, dun. Freak Show kind of makes a mental note of all of that information. So he can't actually tell the entrance to either of the secret areas, or can he?
No, it doesn't show you where the actual entrance is. It just shows you that they're there and they're just walled off in this little instance.
He sits on the doll version of the bed of the room that he's in. Is there a dollhouse in the dollhouse?
Yeah, yeah. And it's a 1-to-1 replica of the dollhouse.
Ooh. So he spends quite a bit of time looking at that.
There's a miniature you inside that dollhouse looking into a mini dollhouse in that room. If you look up behind you, you see a huge version of yourself staring down into the room that you're currently in. Trips you the fuck out. You have to stop and rub your eyes. And then there's no other dollhouse. There's just this one in this house, and there's no dollhouseception going on.
That's pretty rad.
And as you're doing this, Alaprax, you're heading up the stairs. You find no one on the 2nd floor.
Keep heading up, just calling out, saying, things have calmed down, we should probably get back together. I promise not to burn any of you.
So eventually you would get all the way up to the attic there, and Alvin and Freak Show would both hear him calling out as he approaches the attic.
So I'm going to maintain stealth, but I'm going to have my crossbow drawn, and I'm going to move to the northern door of the room I'm hiding in. I'm going to poke my head out a bit, train my crossbow on Alaprax, and I'm just gonna whistle at him to let him know that I'm pointing a crossbow at him.
That is entirely reasonable for you to do. I mean you no harm.
Okay, maybe.
Are you alone up here? Where is...
Shit, man, I don't know. How did you survive that fall? They pushed you 2 stories.
Freak Show, you hear this conversation outside the door of the room that you're in.
Also try and remain in stealth, poke his head out of the door. Still very small.
Okay. Is this a trick we've seen you do before?
I think so, probably.
Okay, all right. The Hino and the Berguts are in bad way. I think we should all get together.
I'm gonna put my crossbow away and move up very, very close to Alaprax, right up against him. I'm gonna mind his hands, but I'm gonna go with him. And if I see those hands do something I don't like.
Freak Show too. He still looks tiny, but he's polymorphed as a dragonborn.
Oh yeah. Alaprax will actually turn his back to the both of you and start heading back down the stairs.
I don't know where Kalella's at.
He's probably making out with his girlfriend.
Lame.
Yeah.
Girls are gross. Okay, so
we're all masturbating.
All right. Now that I'm thoroughly disgusted, you guys, the group that was upstairs begins heading downstairs. Andrew Ringwell holding a knife. He sees Bear Guts laying there on the ground and he kneels down.
I'm going to shove both daggers into his side.
They burst into this room.
Shit.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
No.
So, Freak Show, you see that Andrew is about to cast a spell.
Oh man, you are so dead.
Freak Show, what are you going to do about it? You're first.
Freak Show uses Mind Thrust, which is just stabbing Andrew's brain with his brain.
What do I need to do?
I'm going to stab you in the brain with my brain.
With another brain. You take 1d10 unmodified.
Oh, wow.
Straight down.
Yep, straight down, not a problem.
So your eyes roll back in your head and you just drop like a sack of potatoes.
Melt in your brain.
You got thrusted.
Your mind got the fuck thrusted out of it.
Let's get the fuck out of this house.
Freak Show seconded. Yes.
Yeah, I think we need to literally just like point ourselves out the front door and continue moving until we're not in this country anymore.
I like this plan.
Freak Show goes straight to the front door and tries to open it.
It, of course, is locked.
Yeah, Alvin, Mick with the smashy smash.
There's nothing that's going to stop you here. Yeah, you can make death saves there, Andrew. Unless anybody wants to try to stabilize him.
Oh no, I'm stepping on his throat.
Is anybody going to do the opposite and try to make sure he's dead?
No, I'm stepping on his throat.
No, you're literally like
I'm crushing his windpipe.
Crushing his larynx. You've got all the time in the world to slam this door, and eventually it splinters and swings open, and you can see the mist has made its way all the way up to the door, where you can see it physically swirling and moving like a living entity. Right outside the front door, as though there's some sort of like force field that prevents it from coming inside the house itself. But it is smack dab in front of the door. In fact, with the door swung open, you can't even see it outside of the house. It is that thick. You think that walking into this, that you would be utterly blind and unable to tell where you're going.
Alaprax?
Yeah?
Bring me one of the corpses in there.
I'll bring Andrew's corpse. First, I'm gonna root through his possessions. Just dump them out in a pile.
That holy symbol that you rarely get to see from him, on the front side, it looks like the mask symbol. But on the back, when you flip it over, when it would be against his chest, you see the ball symbol, which
You
is the
piece
skull
of shit, and I'll kick his corpse.
You also feel strangely compelled to keep his holy symbol.
Okay, I'll do that then. I will bring his corpse out and chuck it out into the mist.
And you wait. And then you hear a snarling and lashing and thrashing and ripping and tearing of flesh.
So, suicide pact? Yeah. Okay.
As you guys are standing at this front door looking at this, from behind you, the little boy Ghost steps into the foyer.
You know, you don't have to die.
It's all her fault that it's like this, you know.
The screaming lady?
Yeah. She's not actually my mom. When she died, she did really bad things to the house. If you can get her to forgive my dad, you can probably leave too.
How do we find her?
Well, she is the house. I think my dad did some bad stuff in the basement.
Freak Show recounts the spiral staircase he saw in the dollhouse that looks like it goes down.
basement.
Who's going to lead the way into the dungeon?
Let me do it.
Excellent. Thank you for volunteering.
Do we have any healing potions? Anything of that nature?
No.
Nope.
We could take a short rest.
I think we should take a short rest if we're going to do this.
In the ghost-filled bedrooms or the...
Thus far, of the rooms, the room with all the spooky covered furniture has been the most restful place of this whole thing.
You do remember you saw a second secret room, too.
Yeah, so that's on the second floor.
Let's have a group perception check in the office as you look around for the secret door. Wow, you guys suck at this. It takes you guys a while. You go ahead and get your short rest as you're searching. It takes that long. And bear guts. One of the books in this bookcase off on the right-hand side here is a false book, and when you pull on it, a small click happens and this door opens up. Behind the door, you see a small room containing bookshelves packed with tomes describing angel summoning rituals, various other profane rituals of other types. It looks like there are some books here for a cult called Priests of the Demogorgon. On top of that, you see there is a heavy wooden chest standing open. In the chest, you find a letter bearing a seal. Do any of you know anything about religion? +4?
For it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. So you recognize this as the seal of Seraphina. To my most attentive lover, Griffin. I am not a wife sent to you by the holy powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. You have a wife, and I suggest you tend to her. I came to give you your savior and nothing more. However many rooms you have built in your hidden altar, however many self-flagellation rituals you have performed in your dungeon, know that these actions will not bring me back. You are but a pawn in my grand scheme. You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned duty for love, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a holy son. Cursed? Of that I have no doubt. Solace? That was me choosing duty over desire. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. Save yourself. And it's signed on the bottom, your holy lord, Seraphina.
Sounds like kind of a dick. Anything else in the treasure chest?
You see that there are some other scrolls in here. They're spell scrolls.
Well, I'll be taking those.
The deed to the house, a deed to many peach orchards, and a signed will, signed Griffin Tescal, are all in here as well. The will is signed by Griffin and Elizabeth Tescal, and it bequeaths the house, the orchards, and all other family property to Nerosi Tescal in the event of his parents' deaths.
I want to look through the various books to see if there's anything that might be relevant or something I could use.
Roll Arcana. So you realize that the books are all pretty well garbage. As you start looking through them, you see that all the rituals in them are made up. It wouldn't do anything at all, and they're just sort of the desperate ramblings of a broken man.
What are the spell scrolls that I found?
A spell scroll of Bless, a spell scroll of Protection from Poison, and a spell scroll of Spiritual Weapon. I house rule that anybody can use scrolls. If it's outside of your spells, then you just need to make an Arcana check.
Hooray!
Hooray, we're totally gonna make it, guys.
We can do this.
This is also the point in which you gain a level.
If only if I could have controlled my impulses.
Now you fucked
My
up.
impulses.
No, my impulses.
Oh man, I just realized I could have had channel divinity.
Ooh, that would have come in handy if you hadn't started murdering us.
As you get lower and lower, the steps get nastier and rattier and older, and you start to see cobwebs that have collected. You are well beneath the house, and this staircase just keeps on going. It's almost maddening how long you're on these stairs because, you know, they're spiral, so you can only see the first 3 or 4 ahead of you, and you can swear the landing is like right around the corner every moment, but it just keeps going. You feel like they're almost gonna snap under your feet. They're so old and rotten, very damp. The walls are just dirt and it comes loose in clods. The scent of mildew and mold begins to fill your nose. All of a sudden, it starts to morph into just the smell of rot and death. And then you are at a landing. And this landing empties out into a carved stone hallway. You've gone through the dirt and into the bedrock at this point. And carved out of solid stone is this narrow, 5-foot wide hallway. So you can only travel down at single file, and it immediately turns and opens up into a room with a picnic table. And scattered all around the floor of this room are the bones of countless creatures. They crunch underfoot as you move into the room. But you see nothing. The smell is awful, and on the table, it looks like maybe there's the rotten old remains of someone's lunch or dinner.
Positively charming, isn't it?
There's one exit to this room, and there's also a very dark alcove off to one side. So Alvin sort of pokes into the alcove with his weapon there. Diving out of the alcove is a tentacled creature with a beaked maw. You see these tentacles just come out of the darkness. You dodge just in the nick of time as they whip past your face, and then immediately following them as they splay back out again, a beak thrusts forward from the middle. He tears a bit of flesh and tosses it back into its mouth, swallowing it whole. Your firebolt hits. Firebolt flies into this thing. It slams into one of his tentacles, singeing it as it recoils back from the pain.
Freak Show is going to try and thrust his mind into its mind.
Thrust all over it. It's super stupid, but just managed to make that save. Wow.
Nice.
You got this big sword that's in this tiny little alcove, so you actually just slam into the side of the alcove as it ducks underneath your sword. It lashes out at you again. It's got little barbs on all of its little suction cups, so as it sticks to you, it actually rips itself back off, tearing your flesh. Your flesh is torn open, you're bleeding heavily, and then the beak flies out at you. The tentacles are now wrapping around your body, starting to pull you back into the alcove with it. Alaprat.
That's going to be a magic missile.
Slam into it 3 times with these missiles of force as it screes back in your face.
Back up slightly into this hallway.
Freak Show. Alvin is down, about to be consumed. What are you doing?
If he can just get a little gap in his mind, he's just going to thrust right into it.
Thrust right into that gap.
So, DC 14.
That's a failure.
Nice.
It looks like it's in extreme pain right now as it's like flailing about, unable to understand this pain from the tiny bit of cluster of nerves that it calls a brain. Alvin fails 1 death save. The Grick, after taking all the damage, retreats back into its little alcove, leaving Alvin behind and sort of cowering in a corner. Alaprax.
Firebolt.
The Grick ignites in flames and burns to death.
Oh shit, there's nothing we can do for this guy.
All right, Alvin, roll a death save for me, please.
Been real, guys.
Oh, success.
Don't you die on me, little man.
There it is. All right, so he's stabilized, unconscious, but alive, and not going to die anytime soon.
Freak Show's going to try and like prop him up in a corner. Try not to get eaten.
We're going to die in here, aren't we?
Well, Alvin definitely is, yeah.
If you want to use your second wind from unconscious state, I'll let you use it. Why not?
Oh, rockin'.
Hooray!
You got 3 hit points.
Guys, what the hell just happened to me?
That pile of ash and tentacles over there.
You're leading the way again, right, Alvin?
Are you fucking with me right now?
You've like still got tentacles stuck to your face.
There's not much we can do, but go on.
Freak Show and Alaprax would rock, paper, scissors to see who leads the way.
That's
neither
fair.
of them are very tough.
All right, shall we roll a D4 to
I like
that?
it, yeah.
Looks like Freak Show is going first. The only way out of this room leads down to the south, and it immediately keys one direction going to the left, one direction going to the right. The one going to the left has a set of stairs leading downwards. And you can hear in that direction like a quiet weeping.
Freak Show goes to the path away from the weeping.
That opens up into a very strange room. This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a beautiful, pale-faced woman wearing a gossamer white robe. Her pale left hand rests on the head of a man that kneels next to her. In her right hand, she holds a smoky gray crystal orb. This appears to be a dead end.
I'm going to take a good look at that orb.
The orb does seem to have some magical properties to it. It's hard to say what they are. It seems like very mild, but like it's been imbued with some sort of something.
That orb is magical. Might be a wake all these skeletons up kind of magic. I don't know for sure, but it might be worth taking along.
Oh man, if we wake all the skeletons up, we're super dead.
Oh, and based on your history roll, I think it was Freak Show about Seraphina, you can tell that this is a likeness of Seraphina. The man that's kneeling down, you can tell, looks like Griffin.
Here goes nothing. Get ready to run from a whole lot of skeletons.
Already am.
Takes the orb.
As you take the orb, you hear from around the room voices call out.
these skeletons, you see a sort of shadowy form that was laying on the ground below them rise up from beneath the skeleton. Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
First time.
These are the shadows of the skeletons risen up. You are all lucky because they rolled worse than you guys did.
So they're skeleton ghosts?
Ghost skeletons.
Alvin, you get to go first. You're still nearly dead. You're in the hall here. You see Freak Show has grabbed this orb and has caused a ruckus.
I'm gonna pull my crossbow.
Your crossbow flies through this thing. Alvin takes a shot and runs. Freak Show. So these things have all appeared once you grab this orb and are focused on you.
Smash the orb and run.
Start running down the stairs after Alvin, after smashing the orb. Alaprax?
Does it look like their attention is on the orb?
Currently, yes. Although the one that's right next to you isn't completely ignoring you.
Okay, then I am going to firebolt him in the face.
His face gets blasted.
And then I'm going to retreat.
But you are not disengaging because you just cast a spell, right?
That's true. Well, I'm taking my movement to get away from them.
Right, okay, so he's going to make an attack of opportunity.
All right, fair enough.
You know, his hand sort of like feebly reaches out, and it looks like one of his hands is like really super strong and pop-eyed, and the other one is like really weak and he touches you with the pop-eyed hand. Yeah, he gets you.
Oh no!
You feel like all of your strength being drained out of you through your crotch.
My crotch? Oh no, the center of my power.
Oh my goodness.
It's like all of a sudden, it's like you think you're never going to be able to get a hard on for the rest of your life. Take 13 necrotic damage. Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck.
Your dick just fell off.
Nearly. Yeah, pretty much.
Look, my little dragon.
It's a recurring theme in our campaigns, by the way.
Then I'm going to move the fuck away.
And your strength score is reduced by 3.
Whoa!
As you guys flee these things, they actually all swarm towards where Freak Show threw the orb, and you're able to make your way downstairs, and they don't seem to follow.
Got a lot of crotch rot going on.
Oh, yes.
You hear this moaning take on a actual, like it was just crying and moaning, but you can actually make out some words as you enter in this lower room here. And what you hear is a pair of voices, actually. It's not just one voice, it's 2 voices. This room is lined, all of the walls are lined with small alcoves, and each alcove has a tiny trinket in it of some sort. There's 2 exits heading down to the south. One of them has a metal portcullis and leads down into some murky, nasty-looking water, but the portcullis is closed, and you can see into the room beyond is a sort of water-filled chamber of some sort. It's really hard to see exactly what's in there. There's another pathway that doesn't lead down at all, that leads about 10 feet to the south, and then it makes a hard turn. These relics, if you make your way around the room, you can identify each of them. One of them is a small, mummified yellow penis on a loop of rope.
Well, I never.
One of them looks like a taquito, if you've ever seen a taquito.
Delicious.
One of them is a wakizashi with a spider set in amber in its pommel.
How do you live with yourself after the things our people have done?
One of them is a human skull. One of them is a silver symbol of a raven.
I will not repeat myself. You leave me the fuck alone.
One of them is a torn cloak made from red dragon scales.
This is a motley crew if I ever saw one.
One is a desiccated fish lashed to a stick.
I am Kotor, keeper of the Quaggoths.
One of them is a pointed ear with white stubble on it.
That's what I'm talking about!
There is a curled red horn.
My master is coming.
There is a 6-inch tall iron figurine of a dwarf with its arms crossed over its chest.
The dwarf got attacked before I could groom it last night.
There is a very large bone needle with a catgut thread.
First priority is to protect Lupido.
There is a shrunken, shriveled mushroom.
Mushroom.
And Stool and Cabinets are walking in the caves. Yeah.
There is a small wooden coffer containing a single joint.
Don't you not even like have genitalia anymore?
I'm immediately drawn to the Cloak of Dragon Scales. I want to check that one out.
Hey, Andy's here.
Andy.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to.
What's up, man?
Sorry, I was watching Totoro.
Let me fill you in a little bit on what has happened. Alaprax started attacking everybody.
Yeah, it was a bad time because I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
You kind of fucked everything up. It was awesome.
He immediately knocked you and Vahino out and then went upstairs but was knocked back into his senses by Alvin. In the meantime, Edgar, Andrew, and Freak Show were all hiding from Alaprax as he was attacking everyone. Andrew and Edgar hid in the same place, and Andrew killed Edgar because Andrew is secretly a cleric of Paul.
Plot twist.
How did he go mad in the first place, though?
Andrew didn't go mad. Andrew has always been a cleric of Baal.
Oh.
He was just a son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's just a murderer.
Alaprax went mad because of that horrible dog and the crazy shit in this house.
Oh, okay.
So he was knocked back to his senses. You and Vahino were unconscious. Alvin is no longer possessed. The little boy was knocked out of him. That's a weird sentence.
That was.
Andrew killed Edgar, pretending like Edgar went mad and Andrew had to defend himself. He convinced Alaprax this was the case. Alaprax then left him alone, did not have time to kill you before everyone came back. Freak Show figured out that he was murdering people, so they killed him, and then found out that they weren't able to leave the house, and the little ghost boy told them that if they could put the ghost to rest, which is the woman, that the house would allow them to leave, and that they could find a way to put her to rest down in the basement. So they found a secret staircase that leads down to the basement and traveled down there, and
almost immediately got killed by a monster.
I got ripped to shreds by a monster, but I'm okay now.
We're almost immediately murdered, yes. Andrew killed Edgar, then Andrew was killed. Freak Show put him down, and then Alaprax stepped on his throat. So Alaprax actually did the killing. Freak Show just incapacitated him.
We did high five each other.
Oh yeah, it was great. I would say it was a bonding experience.
It was like a devil's triangle over Andrew's court.
Nice.
Gross. Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower, right. So that's where you're at. So you went and found, they went downstairs and then they found these alcoves full of strange relics. And I think you heard all those relics.
Yeah. Was he present for the reading off of this, or I'm still unconscious?
Has been returned to consciousness. You got a second level, 15 hit points at this point. Basically, you're just following them along catatonic, and so you finally come to your senses.
That's very convenient, seeing as I was not here. Well done.
I'm great at bullshit, so that's why I DM.
Very nice.
You guys are in this room. You're checking out that cloak with dragon scales?
Absolutely, I am.
It's really ratty at this point. It looks like it belongs. Go ahead and roll a knowledge of history for me. It looks like it's of orcish design. There is a specific type of orc called an orog that would wear this type of thing. But it is really ratty and run down and probably useless at this point.
All right, fair.
But it's made from real red dragon scales.
Is there any way I can check to see if this is another monster spawning situation if we take any of these?
Go ahead and roll Arcana or Religion.
Oof.
You don't know whether or not that would be a problem.
I'm taking it.
Nothing does come to kill you as you
Fantastic.
I'm going to go poke around for something that looks like it's of religious significance.
raven icon could have religious significance. The human skull, it looks like it has some things carved into it.
I'm gonna poke at the raven because that's the closest thing I understand to being associated with death and the afterlife.
Go ahead and roll a religion check. You think that you've heard of some elven religion somewhere that uses a raven.
I'm gonna take it.
So Freak Show is going to try and see if anything is reminiscent of all that stuff they found in the secret study, specific to the house itself or like the cult that obviously worked here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. All of this stuff is actually in no way related to that. The thing about this is beforehand, the area you were traveling before, you recognized, especially in that room with the statue, that pretty closely related to the rituals and things in those books in that room that you found. But this down here is all brand new. And in fact, you can tell that this has actually been carved out in a completely different way. The upstairs, you could see hammer and chisel and pick marks like a person carved it out by hand using tools. Down here, everything is like perfectly smooth. It's still natural stone, but it's like someone just like drag and dropped a cube and said, delete this part of the stone, and it just disintegrated it. It's really unnaturally well built. And each one of these alcoves you can see is the same way. It's not something that would be possible to carve by natural skill or with normal tools. It is in no way related, actually, to what you found in the house.
Huh. Freak Show is gonna look more at the portcullis that's closed down at the bottom.
The iron portcullis is very rusty. It looks like maybe it could be lifted by a particularly strong person. You can see through the portcullis the edge of a handle sticking out from around the corner like there's a winch or something to raise it from the inside. But this continues going down a couple feet. It looks like once you get into the room, the water will be covering you probably up to like mid-thigh or so.
Is there a keyhole? Because we found that iron key.
There is a keyhole, and the keyhole is actually right on this side of the portcullis.
Well, here goes nothing, and crap. All right, everyone get ready. Gird your loins.
I am fully girded.
Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling. A breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse, and you can swear you see a few dead bodies in the pile. In the middle of the room, stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling.
I think we're in the right place. I guess he's just gonna go up to the dais.
Alprex is going to check out the second exit in this room.
That second exit leads into what appears to be some sort of jail cell. There are a bunch of small cells that looked like they once had barred doors, but the doors are either gone or hang ajar. And you see a bunch of very, very old corpses laying chained up in these various cells.
I'm not going to disturb any of that. I'm going to head back to the other room. The brochure did not mention any of this.
False advertising.
What about Bear Guts?
He's gonna stay with Freak Show.
So you're gonna go straight up on the altar?
Yeah, just straight up there.
Alprax and Alvin stay back. Freak Show and Bear Guts walk up onto the dais. As soon as you get up on top of it, the whale rises once more. 3 dark apparitions appear on the dais with you.
Son of a bitch.
One of them is Neurosi. Hanging on the chains in front of him is a woman that is easily recognizable as Elizabeth. Kneeling at Nerosi's side is an angelic-looking woman, weeping and wailing. This woman looks exactly like the statue in the other room. Nerosi doesn't seem to hear either of them, and both of their voices are cut short by one swipe of Nerosi's blade. Slitting the throat of the angel and dropping Elizabeth's guts all over the altar. He turns towards Bear Guts and Freak Show as they stand on their altar, and his eyes focus on both of them. Two must die. Two must die. Two must die.
Is he talking to us?
Wait, how many must die?
2.
Guys, I think we're seeing something that happened, not,
It's like a message.
I think this is just something that was so crappy that it's just kind of like stuck here.
Suggestions on how to undo it then?
Roll a knowledge of religion. You can tell that you are basically being given a choice. Mm-hmm. You can satisfy this house by giving it what it wants, which is 2 deaths on this altar. Or it will almost certainly start attacking you, and if you are able to defeat what is attacking you, the house will become cleansed. This is the crossroad that lays ahead of you.
There's 2 ways we can go here. Either we can kill 2 people on this altar, or we announce that we're not going to, and then fight whatever comes to stop us. But if we win, the house is cleansed.
Not to get too, down in the weeds here, but someone did point out we do have 2 corpses upstairs.
No, they need to die on the altar.
Ah, drat.
Do we for sure know that? I mean, we could always try.
As soon as you step off the altar, you see Nerosi standing there with his sword pointed at you. He turns into the small child version of himself that you saw upstairs. Thank you. I believe in you. The whole house begins to shake and rattle and rumble, and that pile of refuse that you see in the alcove heaves forward. And as you're looking at it now, you can see where you once thought you could see a couple bodies, you realize it's actually more bodies than not. This is a corpse heap. There are skeletons in here, there are bloated, waterlogged corpses, there are fresh dead that look like they've only been dead a matter of minutes. They all, if they have them, open their eyes. These corpses, as a living, breathing, heaving mass, begin lurching out, crawling over and on top of each other in your direction.
My hand goes to the bless spell.
Try and hit him with mind thrust.
You try to thrust at their mind, and instead all you see are each and every one of their deaths, and you see they were all, every last one of them, killed by Nerosi. Alvin.
I need to use a bonus action to reload a crossbow, don't I?
Yes. Well, no, you need to use, yes.
I think it's a bonus action for a light.
So it's the reloading property, right? I think it just means you have to have a free hand. One moment.
Reloading. Property. Loading. Yeah. Yeah, well, you can, no, you don't actually have to use a, you don't actually have to use an action or bonus action to reload it, but you can only fire it once when you use an action, a bonus action, or a reaction, regardless of the number of attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Bear gut.
He's just gonna whip and then run away.
Oh, crit.
This is disgusting.
Alaprax.
Magic missile. And I'm also going to get the fuck out of here.
There's like one corpse that's in the front of this, and you just blew its head off, and it sort of falls down and is trampled by the other corpses that are crawling over it. They make it all the way up to Bear Guts, but that's all they can do. And oh wait, maybe it's not.
Oh man, I sure hope it has a legendary action. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's fine. All right, so yeah, that's all it does.
You can hear the disappointment in Max's voice.
It can only get up to it. Freak show. So this thing has moved up towards you very quickly. It's right next to Bear Guts now.
Take a few more steps back and try and mind thrust again. I'm not getting anywhere near this guy anytime soon.
Fails that time.
Nice.
Man, I have to decide right now whether I'm gonna like go ham or not.
Go ham.
Another head in this mound of corpses pops.
This is the time in which to go ham.
Yes.
I just kind of look at everyone, like, pull my greatsword.
Nice.
Alvin rushes forward. And miss. Trips and falls head first into the water.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna turn into a wolf. When I'm a wolf, can I put like my whip in my mouth and whip around with it too? Like Sith?
You can't.
Dark Souls or some shit?
You can't use your weapon when you're a wolf.
That's lame. Alright. Well, I'm gonna turn into a wolf anyways.
Now this is a wolf. It's mostly found in Arctic
Shut up and
areas.
do it!
Alright, doing it now.
It takes your action to wild shape.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up. Burning hands.
A very feeble gout of flame emerges. The mound slams into Alvin.
That's it.
After you get hit by this thing, it rolls over you and pulls your corpse into its mass.
Let me guess, if it consumes him, it heals, doesn't it?
Well, it's got another body in it now.
That's so true, isn't it?
Freak Show is gonna charge in. He's already transformed his skin, so he's got thick, scaly plates, and he's gonna try and grow big bestial claws as well and try and slash. And cut Alvin out.
Yeah, you cut him out and you pull his unconscious body out of there, sure.
Nice.
Alvin lays unconscious behind Freak Show now. It is Bear Guts' turn as a wolf.
I get the pack tactics.
Correct.
I bite him. Circle around behind.
Alaprax.
Magic missile.
It then turns to the wolf behind it. The wolf is still up as a wolf, but it is grappled now. The mound has grabbed onto him, and there's 10 different corpses all grabbing the wolf, slamming fists into it, just crushing it.
It slams into the wolf again, while it's holding it, dealing 14 damage.
Okay, well, at what point do I turn back into my true self or whatever?
You take 13 of that as bear guts. That puts you at 15 damage out of your 17. Not only are you held by this thing and beaten to a bloody pulp, it is now pulling you inside of it.
Like as it's pulling me,
The interesting things about shambling corpses.
You're still alive, by the way, as you're being pulled inside. Freak Show, you can see on the other side of this mound, Bear Guts has turned back into himself and is being pulled into the mass. What are you going to do?
Can Freak Show shout at Bear Guts that he should turn into something again? Or did we establish that he can use Wild Shape twice?
Yeah, he can use it twice.
It's the hour of the bear, my friend.
Freak Show's gonna go around just to the side. Use Steel Hide. I get resistance to physical attack.
Well, aren't you fucking fancy? Freak Show pardons himself. Alvin saves again. 2 failures, 2 saves. This last one will determine his fate.
Alvin.
Bear Guts, you are beat to shit, being pulled inside of this mass of corpses. What are you going to do?
as he's being pulled in.
This next animal I'm about to shape into is called a panther. The panther is actually referred to 3 different big cats.
We're not in the carcass!
There's like 4 corpses that are near you that have stopped fighting and are just intently listening.
Finally, somebody wants to know.
Like, we really hope you get engulfed so you can teach us this stuff forever. Alaprax. It turns on Freak Show. You're seeing stars. Still holding on to Panther form of Bear Guts behind you, and it is your turn.
We'll disengage and get to the far corner.
All right, make or break time for Alvin.
Alvin.
Holy shit, that's a crit. Alvin is up with 1.
Wow. I'm going to hit it with my sword.
Yeah!
Bear Guts, you are inside of this thing as a panther.
How does the panther sound? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, house cats, just exactly. You can attack him while grappled.
That's metal as fuck.
It's like when you're holding a cat and it's really trying to get away.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that imagery.
Like
all right, I'm gonna
all
attack.
claws and teeth.
Come on, baby.
No,
Come on.
Firebolt.
These damp corpses sizzled from the heat.
Damn the moistness of this place.
It's so moist. You need to make another Constitution save as a panther for me, please.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Not good.
You are just being crushed by all of these things on the inside. You're up. You have 1 hit point as a panther. Your like panther guts have been squished out of your asshole.
Wow. Wow. Like a toothpaste tube.
That's not okay.
Like when you try to push a piece of chicken out of a bag and the whole
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
The mound lurches forward, bringing Bear Guts with it,
And my anal stuff.
yeah, your little anal guts dragging along. It slams into Alaprax. Alaprax goes down.
Oh no.
It then slams into him again, giving him 2 failed death saves. Freak Show from the other side here. You see Alaprax being torn to bits. You see the ass of this cougar hanging out the back with its squeezed out.
That's an old one.
He's gonna try and block out the image of the
Cat
panther.
butt.
Yeah, yeah, and shoot past it with a mind thrust.
Wow. Wow, it saves.
Doesn't this thing have like negative intelligence?
You rolled a 17. Yeah, I'd feel bad if I didn't already plan on killing you guys.
That's about right.
You try to thrust into its mind, and once again, you're just disturbed by this onslaught of death imagery of Nerozi killing all of these people.
This is a little raised area. Can I kind of like go around?
Yeah.
The stairs kind of thing. And then,
Yeah, you get up on the dry portion back in the back there. Halifax has just fallen prone on top of you after being bludgeoned by this thing, and it's tearing him to bits and pieces above you. What are you going to do?
Alvin will pick up his greatsword. He's just gonna swing on it.
Oh, it'd be so cool if he just killed it.
You're so badass.
Down as it slams into you. Alvin and Alaprax and Bear Guts, the three of them take the lead as this thing heaves towards you.
horrifying to look at. Just keep blasting him with mind thrusts.
Take a look into Alvin's mind, and a single tear drops from his eye as his mind gets thrusted.
I am sufficiently thrusted.
Then the mound heaves towards you, slamming into you, critically hitting you.
Oh, man.
25 damage to Freak.
Instant death.
Instantly killing him. He just heaves on top of him, and he is torn limb from limb as his body is incorporated into the mass. Slurps its way through the water back into its alcove.
Join the circus, they said.
Yeah. If there's any intelligence left in the people that were incorporated into this mound, they would see a child like Nerozi walk in from the portcullis, and the adult Nerozi appear on the altar. He says, "No. You stay upstairs now." And Child Nerozi says,
Okay, Lee, I'm sorry.